Okay, it is our first NFL Pick'em of the year, and we have Shanahan on as our guest picker. And yeah, a lot of bold takes in here. Season's getting ready to fire up tonight, and everybody gives their predictions for how the year's going to shake out. So a lot of bold takes. Enjoy this episode. Also, if you want to play fantasy football with us, there are a couple of leagues in our private Facebook group, so go to it. Nate Codiron's running them all. I've pinned everything to the top. There's a FanDuel league, a Survivor Pool league, and a Pick'em league. So if you want to do a Pick'em alongside of us, $20 and you're in. So go get entered into it, and we would love to talk shit to you. Here he is, Trevor Shannahan.
Nope.
I'm doing this on the fly because I did not look. Here we go.
I do have them picked to win, but I don't have them as my upset.
Fuck the Packers.
Andy.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom, and welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, Football Pick'em, brought to you by Boss Shot Shells. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world-famous Andy Shaver.
We're here. It's opening week.
Thank gosh for football.
Football's finally back on.
It's supposed to cool off and rain next week.
I'm all for it.
God is blessing Texas.
We'll see.
Well,
He's forgotten us for a while.
he never forgets us, Andy. It's all on his time.
He has forsaken
It's
us.
all on his time. Maybe he's mad at those kids from TCU the other day.
He might have been. They were very, very ugly to my man Dion. Coach Prime.
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous to Coach Prime.
Is Duke a Christian school?
No.
No.
Just a rich kid school.
Just a rich kid. Yeah.
They whipped that.
They had a rape scandal there.
They did.
Yeah, a big one. But it was all a scandal and a lie.
She was, what was she?
A stripper.
She was a
A
stripper.
whore.
Yep.
Yeah, a whore.
I didn't want to say that about the lady.
She'd been to music festivals, apparently.
Have you caught any shit over that yet?
A little bit. Yeah. One guy let me know he met his wife at a music festival.
I told Mom when I got home, I said, boy, your son knows how to fucking put his foot in his mouth. She goes, wait a minute. He said, called every woman that's been to a musical festival a whore.
Just a festival.
And then Mom tries to like, well, what context did he mean it in? Well, context is he called her a whore. If she's at a music festival, she's a whore.
It's a blanket statement.
One guy told you he met his wife.
Yeah. Love of his life.
Oh, well.
It was a strong statement. I'll be the first to admit it. That's
Yeah.
what I told him. I was like, listen, that was a strong statement.
Yeah.
So you should have said he goes to Burning Man's a whore.
No music festival.
All music festivals?
Yeah, I'm sticking with my guns.
All music festivals, just blanket statement, huh?
Just all music festivals. If she's there, she's ran through her share of dick.
So you're doubling down. You're doubling down on this. Then,
I'm doubling down.
Okay, well, good deal.
Well, she been doubling down on the dick. So
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly. So we're good.
can I say something? The intro music when I get on this just blows my mind because I listen to all my I listen to all my podcasts on 1.5. So it's like dun 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 dun, and it's just like slow and lethargic when I listen to it on this. It's crazy.
Ed that worked
bit of
for
a
us, he
mind
picked
fuck.
this when Andy gave us 3 choices.
Yeah.
And Ed was sitting in the office and he goes, that's it right there.
That's the one.
And that's where we went with it.
Could have been.
Listen to it on 1.5 one time, and it's a banger. I listen to. I work 10 plus hours a day, and I'd have these on all day. It's like I'm going through probably on average 12 to 15 hours of podcasts a day.
Jeez.
So
That's too much.
Before we get into the NFL pick, I'm going to ask you about a few college games of interest this week. First one is, I talked about it on our last podcast with Trevor. I'm picking Nebraska to upset Colorado this week. I have no idea why. I'm not
because you think
blatant
Matt
Poppy.
Rule is a good coach.
I think Matt Rule's a good coach.
and we don't know why.
I don't. And I don't think Colorado. I don't think Colorado is as good as everyone thinks they are because TCU had a legit chance to beat them. I think Colorado is good. I think Deion's done a great job. Their defense absolutely sucked, but Nebraska's offense seems to really suck. I don't think Nebraska scored 4 touchdowns in a game since Tommy Frazier left.
Iowa.
Yeah, right.
Try to win games 10 to 9.
Yep.
Yeah. Deion, I saw on TikTok this morning. He walked into his Wednesday meeting and he said it's personal.
Yeah, I understand. Wonder why he thinks that.
I think it's just he's getting his kids up. But I saw the video of Matt Rule, and he's sucking Deion's dick like, I love what Deion's done. I knew he'd be a contender, blah, 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 blah. So Matt Rule's playing the nice guy. Deion has told his kids it's personal. Why do you
I also think Deion was in contention for that job, and they didn't want to pay him what he wanted.
That could be, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Who's making more money, though, Matt? I think Matt Rule makes more than Deion does.
I don't know. Deion's making good money.
28 million.
How much?
What is he? 24 over 3?
I think so. Let me try to kill this.
So $8 million a year.
Missed him. Just like I do my geese.
Okay. Jeff, Rule, you're picking Nebraska to blow smoke up Blake's ass.
No, I don't give a shit about what Blake thinks or not. I would be more enjoyable if Nebraska went. Oh, it's not even fun to jack with Blake about it anymore. He owes me 3 sides of beef, a pickup truck, a John Deere tractor, and all kinds of shit we've bet over the years.
Yeah, Matt Rule only makes, Nebraska has formally released the full financial details for the new football coach, Matt Rule. In his first season, Matt Rule is set to make $5.5 million. The number increases by $1 million annually through 2026.
But didn't they pay him $20 million up front or something to buy out his Carolina deal? I thought he got paid out pretty good, handsome chunk.
You're asking me questions I don't know. That was at the very beginning.
No, he was fired. He didn't get bought out of his deal.
No, but they still owed him. His contract was a guaranteed contract.
Yeah, and it's guaranteed.
So they're still paying him?
Carolina paid him. Carolina paid him out.
Okay, they paid him a big check. Anyways, I don't know why I think Nebraska is going to upset Colorado this year. I watched the Colorado game. They were fun to watch. They score a lot of points. Their defense was terrible. I just think Nebraska is going to beat them in we'll find out. It's a pick.
You got to go with your gut.
I also think, and this scares me to say this, I think my Texas Longhorns have a legit chance to beat Alabama in Alabama this week. Now,
you're fucking high. What are you smoking?
No.
Texas is good.
If Quinn Ewers was in that game last year, they'd have won.
Yes, easily.
Not in Bama though.
Yes.
Johnny Manziel with Bama won.
If they're playing in Austin, I would entertain it, but not in Bama.
There's better people in Alabama than there is Austin.
I'll say this: Bijan and Roshan Johnson are gone, so that hurts a little bit.
Yeah, Roshan. I wish he'd have stayed one more year. He'd have been first round draft pick. He's a stud.
Yes, he would have made significantly more money if he'd have stayed one more year.
Yep, and that Overshawn kid that got drafted by the Cowboys that tore his ACL is also very good. I think I'm gonna. God, I hate to do this because I hate to jinx them anyways. I'm gonna take Texas to upset Bama. I'm taking Nebraska. I'm probably gonna go 0 for 2 here, and I'm gonna take the Oregon Ducks to kick Texas Tech's ass.
You're 1 for 2. You're 1 and 2.
And I hope Tech beats Oregon too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
So let's get into our NFL picks. That's what we're going to do right here. So for our picks is you got to pick an upset. You got to pick a lock. First game, Detroit at Kansas City. I won overall last year, but Trevor's smarter than me, so I'm going to let Trevor be guess and let him pick first. Who do you got, Detroit or Kansas City?
I got Detroit.
Ooh.
Detroit.
Is that your...
No.
Not as upset.
No?
I'm going to go with Kansas City just because Mahomes is so good, but I think it's going to be a really good game.
Shootout.
Ooh, I hope so, because I've got golf. In all the fantasy leagues that I fucked up, I've got golf. I am also going with...
Why didn't you take Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah. I'm going with Detroit.
Okay. Carolina.
Simply because...
Now I feel worse about my pick.
Simply because Kelsey is out. Going to be out.
Yep.
I think he's going to be out. It's Wednesday night.
Now, Bosa signed today, and he's starting. That's going to help San Francisco. But Jones, they say if he signs tomorrow at noon, if he signs 30 minutes before the game, they're suiting him up and he's starting for the Chiefs.
Chris
He'll
Jones?
play.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I would too. If
He
you're
knows
paying him
it.
some money.
He's been in the He's been in the system forever. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, no shit. I'm playing him.
Yeah,
So
he knows it. Yeah.
okay. Carolina, Atlanta. Atlanta's favored by 3. Go ahead. Your pick.
Me or Andy?
You go every time first.
Panthers.
I'm taking Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm going Atlanta. Go Bijan.
Yep, go Bijan. This is the next pick is Cincinnati at Cleveland.
And this line blows my mind. Is Burrow not playing,
He is
just
playing.
Well,
this
no,
line
nothing's
is
been
way closer than
confirmed
it should be.
or confirmed.
I think he is playing. They say.
Because that line is at
I got 2.5.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going Cincinnati. Sure. 2.5. I don't understand that at all.
My upset for the week is Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
I'm big on
All
Cleveland.
right.
I think Cleveland is going to be a really good team. I think Deshaun's got all his massages all worked out, and he's going to turn it around. Amari Cooper's going to have a good year. Cleveland's got a good defense. I'm taking Cleveland.
Elijah Moore, wide receiver 2 there.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm going Cousin Joe. Cousin Joe.
I hate siding with Burrow because I do not like him. I wouldn't want him as my franchise quarterback, but I just think that team's way too talented.
Well, he's got a lot.
Why don't you like Cousin
He's
Joe?
a baller.
I've never liked him. Don't think he was talented enough to. He had one good year in college. He's had a couple good games in the NFL. I don't. That's not the guy that I would want leading my franchise. I don't think he's. And I got spoiled. I had Tom Brady. My entire fandom. So most of it. Now I got Mac Jones. So it kind of sucks now. But no, I mean, I would. I mean, there's 4 or 5, at least 4 or 5 guys in the NFL right now that I would want to lead my franchise over Burrow.
Name 6 of them, because that's what I was going to ask you. You tell me 6. I'm not a big Joe Burrow guy, but I think he's a top 5 quarterback in this league. But he's not my favorite.
I said 4 or 5, so I'd have him at 5 or 6.
So Patrick Mahomes 1.
Josh Allen.
Obviously.
Jalen Hurts.
Josh Allen. That's where him and Hurts are right on the edge.
Herbert
of what I would want leading my. Yes, Herbert, absolutely Herbert. Trevor Lawrence.
So that's 5.
Yeah.
What about Dak?
Dude, you hate Dak as a quarterback.
No, I don't. I've had him on my fantasy. He's a great fantasy quarterback. I just don't think he's a great for winning playoff game quarterback. I think he's a great fantasy quarterback, and he's a good guy.
Dak is, if you look at the numbers on Dak, it's not his fault when these teams lose. If they would have correctly called the non-catch a catch,
That was Romo.
which it was a catch.
That was Romo.
Was it Romo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Romo
it
was
was Romo.
quarterback and not Dak.
In Lambeau, right?
Was it the year after that Dak took over?
Yeah, when Romo got hurt.
It was Romo and Dez.
All right.
But Aaron Rodgers
the
had
team-
2 minutes left. Let's be honest.
The team before Dak, that team should have won a Super Bowl, and they got screwed out of that Super Bowl.
By who?
That by the refs.
On which game? The catch?
The catch that they didn't call a catch.
There was 2 minutes left in the game. You're going to get the ball to Aaron Rodgers with a 2-point lead with 2 minutes left, and he's going to lose? No, thanks. First of all, we're going to be honest about this. They fucked Detroit the week before on some shitty calls.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
So that all walked out in the wash. I like Dak. I think Dak's a great guy. I think he's a great fantasy quarterback, but he's going to have to win some, just like Herbert. Herbert's a great quarterback, but he's going to have to win some playoff games before he gets his name mentioned up in there. He hasn't not won a play.
Been terrible.
Well, I mean, but his numbers, he had a 20-point lead and lost.
Okay,
That's not his fault.
Well, you'd think he'd be able to score another 3 or 4 more points.
You'd figure. But
I-
he didn't.
You know what? Matt Ryan blew 28-3. So, but who was that? That was Kyle Shanahan.
Yes, it
That
was.
was play calling.
Yes,
like I told you, there's not a talent. There's not a talent deficiency there with Dak. It has always been play calling that they're bombs away through the season, and then they want to get conservative in the playoffs. Why are you going to do that?
Kirk Cousins and Dak are pure mirror images of each other.
I think Dak's better than Kirk Cousins, but I do like Kirk Cousins. I think he's a top 10 quarterback. I would not put Dak over Burrow. I would put him right behind him, but I don't see Dak as bad of a quarterback as you do.
I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he's a great fantasy quarterback. He's a great regular season quarterback, just like Lamar Jackson. But if the marbles are on the ground, I don't want him. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Jacksonville and Indianapolis. Played at Indy, Jacksonville's favorite. Indy's starting Anthony Richardson. Whew. Your pick. You taking Jacksonville?
Jacksonville for sure.
Yeah, I'm taking Jacksonville.
Jaguars, that's my lock.
No Jonathan Taylor?
No Jonathan Taylor. He's gone.
I'm taking Jacksonville, absolutely.
Okay.
Where did Jonathan Taylor go in some of your drafts?
I haven't drafted like in the last week or two when they put him on PUP. So he was still going like round 3, round 4, kind of like Jacobs was when it was kind of like unclear what the whole situation was going to be.
Oof.
But then I guarantee you he fell way back and Jacobs went way up in the last couple weeks.
What did he go in our league? 150?
I'm gonna try to.
I think in our league he went around 150th.
Yeah, I mean, because you're going to miss the first 4 weeks, and then who knows whether he's going to want to play after that, regardless.
I don't even remember who drafted him in the Big Baller or the Stud Farm League. Do you?
No, I'm going to try to find it.
But I think he went around 150, if I'm not mistaken.
12-team league or 10?
14.
14.
14 in one and 12 in another.
Lots of fun.
Okay, so round 9, 10-ish?
Yeah, it was late.
But I mean, if he comes on and he's a stud, I'm not huge on running backs with running quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's no shit, right?
If somebody got hurt, like a legit running back team got hurt, I could see them trading for him. Like if Christian McCaffrey got, well, they wouldn't do that because they got. But I mean, it's going to take a special team to get to trade for him.
If Mostert gets hurt, the Dolphins are going to be desperate because the Dolphins have to win this year because they're going to have some cap casualties.
So I was way wrong. In one league, he was taken in the second round.
No shit. What league?
Oh no. I was looking at Josh Jacobs. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me. We're looking up Jonathan Taylor.
I'm looking him up.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like,
damn it, Andy.
Holy shit. Okay, so Payne took him in the one league. So let me look at this by team. Payne took him in the 1, 2. He went 117 overall.
What round? What league was that?
9th. That was in the Stud Farm.
That's a 12-team league.
14.
14.
So he went in the 9th.
So what is that? Okay.
I'm still. I mean, I'm out on him, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, he burnt me because I had one team with a 1.1 pick last year.
Ooh.
And guess who I took?
You took Jonathan Taylor. I was worried about him last year.
He went 104 in the other league.
He did?
Yep. Right after Mike Williams and right before Baker Mayfield.
And that's a 2-quarterback league.
Yep. So there he goes. All right, next game. Tampa Bay at Minnesota. Minnesota's at home, favored by 6.
Minnesota.
I'm going to take Minnesota myself.
Minnesota.
Tennessee.
Kirk's going to be. You like that?
You like that.
Tennessee at New Orleans.
Ooh.
New Orleans.
I'm taking New Orleans.
Tennessee.
And that's I want to say nope. Saints are favored. Okay.
Yep, 3 points.
Saints are at home. Yeah, Saints are at home, 3 points. They're basically saying they think
lock.
they're even teams.
San Francisco at Pittsburgh. San Francisco's favored by 2 at Pittsburgh.
San Francisco.
I'm gonna take San Francisco also.
Yeah. Steelers. That's my upset.
Oh, that you're taking Pittsburgh in the upset.
I am.
I'm banking on Purdy this year. So in my Superflex, I got a 10-team Superflex Dynasty League, and basically I went all last year with only one quarterback, because I had Andy Dalton. So we have kind of some weird scoring things. I was starting wide receivers over Andy Dalton because he was absolutely dog shit, and so I had Josh Allen. I traded Josh Allen for Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, 2024 and a 2025 first round, a 2024 and a 2025 second round, and a 25 third round.
Jesus.
We have a 5-round rookie draft. So I'm building for the future, but I'm also banking on Jordan Love and Brock Purdy being pretty good here for a few years to come.
See, part of me would like to do a dynasty, but knowing that I am just playing for a year or two down the line would just fuck with me. You know what I mean?
I'm playing for Caleb Williams next year. I'm not actively tanking,
right?
But I kind of hope my team sucks.
His daddy said today he don't know if he's coming out. He says depends where the balls fall and what organization's going to have him. All right, next pick: Arizona at the Redskins.
Commanders.
Commanders lock.
That's my lock too.
I've already taken my lock, but Commanders.
HTTR.
That's right. Future MVP Sam Howell.
Baltimore.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Houston at Baltimore. Baltimore's favored by 10.
Baltimore.
Green Bay at Chicago. Chicago's favored by 1.5.
At Green Bay.
Green Bay, that's my upset.
Is it at Green Bay or is it at Chicago? It's at Chicago.
It's at Chicago.
I'm taking Green Bay also, but it's not my upset.
Green Bay is my upset.
Do the Packers just own Chicago? Or was that a Rodgers exclusive?
So what are you doing?
I'm sorry. That's not my upset.
Okay.
That is not his
but
upset.
I'm taking the Packers. That's not my upset.
I'm taking Green Bay also. Andy?
Chicago.
Okay. Las Vegas at the Ponies.
Ponies are favored.
And Ponies are favored by 4 at home.
Broncos.
I'm taking Las Vegas.
Let me think. I am also going to go Vegas. Just because of Logan Pyatt.
I'm doing it because Sean Payton, I think, is overrated as a coach.
I'm with
and Russell Wilson sucks.
I'm with Logan until
that's right. You were Raider Super Bowl last year.
I was a big Raiders fan last year.
All right. Philly at
I think the Broncos have a very good defense. I think their offensive weapons are good enough. I do not think Russell Wilson is as bad as he showed last year. And I think Sean Payton is a way better head coach than Nathaniel Hackett is.
Well, he probably is better than Hackett, but I don't know.
I hate the loss of Tim Patrick, and it's looking like what Judy's going to be hit or miss for the first few weeks. But
Judy practiced today.
Okay,
but I don't think he's going to play much.
It's going to be questionable. They're going to ease Javonte back in, but I think Samaje Perine is a damn good, 1B / backup running back. And I just think the Raiders defense is terrible. Other than Max Crosby.
Oh, he's a beast. Okay. Philly at New England.
Philly. Not even a question.
Philly.
Miami.
I hope New England goes 0-17 this year, so we can get either Drake May or Caleb Williams, preferably.
Well, y'all
Caleb
could be
Williams.
flipped.
Because I think if New England is the pick, Williams is coming out.
You'll be.
But if Arizona's number one,
you're gonna be flipping a coin with Arizona because they're probably gonna go 0-17 also. Miami at the Chargers.
Miami, that's my upset.
At the Chargers, what's the line?
3. I'm taking the Chargers. This ought to be a great football game.
3, so it's an even line. I am going Chargers.
Miami is my sneaky dark horse.
We're gonna
Super Bowl pick this year.
We're gonna get into that.
Okay. Here's my thing. If Jalen Ramsey hadn't got hurt, I'd have been like, it ain't even sneaky. They're going to the Super Bowl.
He's supposed to be back in like 6 weeks, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't trust that.
Okay, Rams at Seattle. Yeah, Seattle. I think the Rams might be in the running too for that 0-17 team. Who you got?
Yep.
You got LA or Seattle?
Seattle.
Dallas at the New York Football Giants.
Dallas.
I sure hope the Giants beat their ass, but I'm going to take Dallas.
Giants. It's in New York, right?
Yep. Buffalo Bills at the New York Football Jets.
Jet Life Stadium.
Jets, baby. Jet Life Stadium.
I'm taking the Jets also.
I am taking the Bills.
Garrett Wilson is going to lead the league in touchdown receptions.
That's my boy right there.
I hope you're wrong because I did not take him in a single fantasy draft, and I had a lot of times that I could have pulled the trigger on him. So I hope you're wrong.
I also think the AFC East is going to eat themselves alive, but still have three teams make the playoffs because I think the Bills, the Jets, and the Dolphins are all going to split with each other and then sweep the Patriots.
I am a Garrett Wilson fan. I almost in one of our leagues, I went back to back. I had back to back at the end, and I took Garrett Wilson. And my next pick, I almost took Aaron Rodgers just because I love having a quarterback wide receiver duo. But I took CD Lamb instead. So I got Garrett Wilson, CD Lamb.
I was going to say Garrett Wilson, CD Lamb. That's a stack right there because you could probably get Aaron in the third or fourth, right? In that was the 2 QB league.
He went.
No, 2 QB. He went fast.
The second round in both leagues.
Ooh,
we have a 2 quarterback league. You better have some quarterbacks in our league with the 2 quarterbacks. But anyways, okay, Trevor, here we are. We're writing them down. I want your AFC 2 teams for the AFC Championship.
AFC Championship game?
Yep, the 2 teams you got playing to go to the Super Bowl in the AFC and 2 in the NFC.
All right, so I am going to pick a division winner or one division winner and 1 wild card. I am going. God damn! I was on track to have a good pick last year, and I'm just going to stick with it and hope Tua can actually stay healthy this year. He's looking good. I'm going Tua's led Dolphins as a wild card versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who do you have?
As a
who's your
winner.
NFC teams? Your 2.
Same 2 last year. NFC or San Francisco and the Eagles.
Okay.
I don't think anybody in the NFC is even any competition whatsoever with those 2 teams. They are the 2 best from bottom to top, the 2 best rosters in the NFL.
Your Super Bowl pick.
And I 49ers.
Over
the Dolphins.
Okay.
I got to roll with them, man. I love the Dolphins. Honestly, like I think the Jets are going to win the AFC East, but I think they're going to fall a little short in the playoffs. I got to roll with the Dolphins. Like it's this year or bust because they're going to lose a lot of players next year because of salary cap casualties.
MVP of the league. Last one.
Whoa. Damn. How would you even figure that out?
You just guess. There's a
Hurts.
Okay, Andy, you asked me, and I'm going to ask you.
What did I ask you?
You tell me your AFC Super Bowl team, or the two teams for the AFC.
Two teams for the AFC.
Uh-huh.
I am going to go Chargers.
Okay.
And Cousin Joe.
Okay. NFC.
NFC, I'm going to go Philly. Oh. It's hard to not
Run
it's
it
hard
back.
to not go the Niners. I mean,
Okay. Super Bowl winner.
Philly and the Chargers.
Who's going to win?
Philly.
Okay, now MVP.
I feel like he already took it.
Hurts.
No, I tell you what. If Justin Herbert's going to be in the dance, he's going to be the MVP. So I'm going to go Justin Herbert.
Okay.
He's gonna be on a wild card team.
My AFC picks. My AFC is going to be Jacksonville.
I like it.
Jacksonville and San Diego are the Chargers.
The Chargers.
My NFC is going to be Dallas and Philly.
Really?
Yep.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, one's a wild card and one can be a.
It is.
Yeah, it's that's. I mean, it could turn out where the bracket don't work where they play each other in the NFC Championship, but who knows that? But that's my pick right now, and I'm going to pick the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the Super Bowl.
Whoa.
Over Dallas.
Could you imagine that Super Bowl?
Hold on.
And my MVP.
Are you sure that CBD? Are you sure that CBD doesn't have any THC in it?
And my MVP is Trevor Lawrence.
Jacksonville and Dallas in this year's Super Bowl.
Did Dougie P win a Super Bowl nobody thought he was going to win? Yes, he did.
But
Look what he done with them. He took Urban Meyer's team and turned it into a good team. He's got a great quarterback. I'm telling you right now, they made a great. Calvin Ridley was a great trade for them. They got a good defense. Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm not a Jacksonville homer. I have I don't even own a Jacksonville Jaguar on any fantasy team. I think that they play.
I own a lot of Trevor Lawrence, so I hope you're right.
They play in a weak division, which means they're probably going to get a home field advantage in the first game bye. Maybe they're going to be in the running to get a bye. So that's who I'm taking. They have the same formula, the same exact formula that Bill Belichick did with New England over all them years. He don't have Tom Brady, but they played in a weak division, and they got a first round bye almost every year.
that's bold.
That's my bold pick. So that's who I'm taking.
Yeah, fucking plenty bold.
So if you live around Las Vegas, go put $100 on Jacksonville to win the Super Bowl this year.
I mean, they do have a quarterback with probably the best first name ever.
There you go, bud.
Who?
Trevor.
Trevor.
Trevor and Trevor.
Trevor and Trevor.
All right, I'm going to get out of here. My wife's got supper ready. Trevor, it's good talking to you, and we'll see you in 7 weeks.
Are we going to make a bet on this
What do you
one,
wanna-
or are we going to do one when I come out there in person? And
What do you
want to
bet?
I've pretty well got my. You pretty well ran
I
through
don't
the
know.
whole
We'll-
Stanfield family here.
Yeah. What do you want to bet?
We'll do a bet so I can stay undefeated against you guys when I come out there. How about
That'd be
that?
fine. Unless you.
Andy didn't even man up. He tried to hide him passing me
gave
the
you a
$100
I slipped
bill.
you-
He didn't even want to man up. He was like, here, take it. I don't want anybody to see.
What
I
about?
slipped you a nice $100 crisp $100 bill right into your pocket.
I've got 2 bets with Logan Pyatt.
What is that?
I've got a $500 bet that New Orleans makes the playoffs this year. I think is a good bet. Atlanta is the only team that scares me in that deal. Then we bet today. I'm not even going to tell you the amount of money we bet, but I've got to give him 10-1 odds that the Missouri Tigers are not playing in the college football playoffs. So I don't know what they're having for lunch up in Missouri today, but it was not something they should have been having. It was mind altering, I guess.
I'll give him 10-1 odds on $1,000
That sounds about
that the Missouri Tigers
that sounds
are
about like the bet we that sounds about
similar.
like the bet we made today. So
And I don't make bets that I can't pay, but I'm confident enough in that one that I'll make a bet that I can't pay.
That's me too. I told him, I said, listen, but I feel sorry. Nope, that's the bet we got. I said, okay.
Poor guy. At least he's juicy and has a high life.
So how do you see the NFC North shaking out? I've got Lions winning. I've got Packers in third.
Yeah, I think it's going to be between the. Honestly, I could see him sending 3 to the playoffs.
Before last year, if you'd have said the NFC East was going to send three teams to playoffs, everybody would have laughed at you.
Yeah, well, here's my thing. I guess Dallas has to make. You only got 2 wild card teams, right? Or do we got 3?
Yeah, 3.
Okay, all right, because Dallas is going to make it, so it'll be Philly and Dallas. Yeah, I could see him sending 3 because I think Minnesota is going to win enough close games. I think Jordan Love's better than a lot of people think he. I think they're in for having 3 really good quarterbacks right in a row, as unlikely as that sounds. But I think the tutelage that every quarterback did under the previous great one was very beneficial. Jordan Love's looked very good in the limited time that I've seen him against good competition. I think Detroit has just so much talent on the offensive side of the ball. Laporta's is probably my number 1 rookie tight end. I think it'll be between him and Musgrave, just from Green Bay, just because of opportunity. Gibbs is amazing. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sun God, is just a baller. Once Jameson Williams comes back, they'll have a downfield threat. Goff is serviceable, especially when you give him good talent around him. I think the defense is getting a little bit better, so I definitely think Detroit's going to take that. I think Green Bay's going to be right there with them. It might come down to the I don't know. Well, did they play last week of the season like they did last year or no?
Ooh, I'd have to look that up.
Because if they do, I think it might come down to the last week of the season if they play each other. That would be awesome. I did think it was pretty cool last year. Detroit keeping Green Bay out of the playoffs.
Yeah, they play Detroit. Detroit plays
cool.
Minnesota last game of the year.
And that might have playoff implications there too.
This one bold prediction before we get out of here.
Fuck, you've already given it.
Well, I think
nobody can top that.
You said Jacksonville Super Bowl champs. Yep. I thought I was bad. Dolphins in the Super Bowl last year. Or whatever it was.
I think Buffalo doesn't make the playoffs this year.
Hey, whoa. I'm with you.
Wow.
When Von Miller's not there, they're not as good. He's going to come back from injury in 4 or 5 weeks. They were terrible after he got back. I'm taking the Bills don't make the playoffs this year.
Okay, who wins the AFC East?
The Jets.
Wow.
The Jets.
Yep.
Okay. I'm still not sold. I think the offensive line has a lot of holes in it.
Their defensive line don't though.
No. No, they don't. But I'm still going with Josh Allen.
Okay.
So
what's your bold prediction? I gave mine when the Super Bowl, but I'm taking Buffalo. You don't have one bold prediction.
Green Bay finishes last in the division. How about that?
You think Justin Jefferson has over 2,000 receiving yards this year?
No.
Do you think
Tyreek Hill might?
You think Bijan has 1,400 yards rushing this year?
Yeah, he could. Rookie running backs are easy.
Rushing?
Yeah, rushing.
Rushing? No.
You don't think he averages 80 yards a game?
They are going to implement Algier in a lot of rushing situations, use Bijan as a receiver. I think he will have 1,600 plus yards from scrimmage, but not 1,400 rushing.
I think he has 2,000 yards of offense.
Shit.
Because I think he runs the ball for 12 to 1,400 yards, and I could see him legitimately having 800 to 1,000 yards receiving.
So why didn't you pick him? You have him in no leagues.
Because it didn't fall to me.
You could have had Bijan at any pick.
I took Austin Eckler over Bijan.
You think Austin Eckler's going to have more yards than that?
I think with Kellen Moore calling the play, Yeah, I think
more than 2,000 yards.
Oh, I think he has a lot more
touchdown
touchdowns.
upside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you know what? I could see Bijan at 1,200 and 700 to 800. So flirting with that 2,000.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be well over 1,600 yards of total offense if he stays healthy, which he hasn't shown any reason why he wouldn't. But bold prediction: Deshaun Watson gets benched this season.
Ooh, that is bold. That's a lot of
Jeff
fucking
is
DTR,
all
baby.
in on Deshaun Watson.
That's a lot of money. The kid that's the backup there looks really good though. The kid from UCLA.
He was awesome. He was awesome in college.
Yeah, he looked good.
And,
he looks good too, right there. All right, I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry. My wife's texting
All
me
right,
twice.
Trevor, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Be safe. Love you, bud, and it's always a pleasure. See you in a couple weeks, bud.
God bless you. Tell your dad I said hello.
All right, good talking to y'all.
All right.
I will.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
See you.
All right,
One
Trevor
of the greatest goose callers in the world, right there.
Shanahan argued. You could put him up there.
And he loves to debate.
He does. So couple things. If you want to play fantasy football with us, a couple leagues in our
go to
Facebook group.
Go to the Big Honker podcast page, private group. It's listed in there. We've got a FanDuel. Is it DraftKings or FanDuel? FanDuel deal where
that
we
will
do
run all year,
and then we have a Survivor League. And then we have a pick 'em every week, like we do
so
right here.
This.
And it costs $20 a year for all of them. And the winner takes it all.
$20 a league, so
$20 a league, $60. The FanDuel one costs $5 a week after that. But hell, it's cheap money. It costs you $100 to play for the year. You can win
cheap entertainment.
You can win your money back. If you win 1 week, you get your money back for the whole year.
Yep.
It's fun to go do it. Go sign up for it. There's no reason we got 8,000 people in that league that we can't have 50 to 100 people in both of those leagues.
It'll be fun. A lot of bragging rights. You throw in $100 of swag at the end of
give
the
you
year,
$100 worth of swag, and you join and we'll have a good time.
Winner takes all. So a little bit of money to be won, and so go get entered into it, and
It gives you something to do all the way through January, basically.
go sports.
All right. See you. Peace. Bye.
Go check out our sponsors. Go check out Boss Shot Sales, Pacific Calls, Dive Bomb Industries, Dirty Duck Coffee, Chin Gear, Looking Glass Podcast, Lucky Duck, Ducks Unlimited, Double T British Kennels, Mossberg, Stanfield Outfitters, Alpha Outdoors, and Hemp Hill Farms.